Hello everybody, we continue the Surveying Crew podcast, interview special episodes with an amazing guest again. Yes, you see that I am at the Bentley booth and having the Hakan Engman to talk about their latest work from the digital events for Smart City. So, welcome Hakan.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure having you. Let's start the first question. What does it mean, digital twin for smart cities?
Yeah, we see many of these cities. They have the new digital transformation they want to make and to target sustainability factors and as well as also efficiency. And this needs a structure of the data and how to leverage the data and also to share the data to different stakeholders. The digital twin gives this structure of federating data and to combine data into meaningful workflows and also to the supporting simulation and more analysis paths that we want to achieve.
Yeah. As a refresher for the audiences, what does it mean, the metaverse for the construction industry?
Yeah, I would say the metaverse is very much a progression of the digital twin. For the metaverse vision of being to be able to teleport yourself or to experience the virtual world, you need to have precise data, and maybe that's the big difference to the entertainment industry, where you don't necessarily need to reflect the reality, but here you, in engineering world, you need to have very accurate data. And we are looking at the metaverse as a possibility. We are trying to leverage the vision of the metaverse of collaboration, unlimited computing power, immersive visualization, etc., into practical workflows in construction and construction design and engineering workflows, I should say.
Okay, and also as Bentley System partnering with Siemens for Siemens starting project, and can you give us some details about it? And what is the main idea of the project behind?
Yeah, so we have worked with Siemens Real Estate for a number of years, and it's primarily to support them in the development of the Siemensstadt Square district, where they have a long-term plan of developing this area with new residential and business facilities. And in the master plan activities already there to federate data from different sources and to be able to share that with the stakeholders. And so we are working with them to implement this digital twin, where they can federate the data and gradually fuse different information sources in the project, and to have that as a foundation for decisions in the master planning and the design activities. In the metaverse perspective, it's also, of course, to the vision to actually travel in time as well, and maybe go back in time, and also progress into future as well, and where you have simulated a development of a certain asset performance, and so adding the IoT gives the time dimension as well.
And also, as the last one, what we will see from the Bentley in here. Can you give us some details from your kitchen?
We are just exploiting our technology and continuously developing the iTwin platform and all the technology platform for data mapping, but also the design and construction, as well as in the operation field. So I can't say more than that. It's a general high-speed development of our tools and systems.
So thank you for that great conversation.
Yeah.
And
thank you very much.
Yeah,
nice meeting you.
Pleasure to having you. Hello,
Yeah.
welcome again.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So, would you please explain the main idea of that project?
Okay, yeah, so, well, the Siemensstadt project is a large development project in the middle of Berlin. It's a complete city quarter where originally, that's why the name Siemensstadt is coming from. Siemens had his production, or still have their production plants. And now there has been made the decision that this city quarter basically will be repurposed, and it will turn into a mixed environment with still production but also residential buildings, and will be completely redesigned. And as part of that, Siemens Real Estate, or the Siemensstadt project team, has decided to develop or a digital twin solution very early in the planning stages, in order to make some decisions in the project with better background information. So it is a massive project. It's about 1 million square meters of city space that will be redesigned here, about 70 hectares, and it will have parts that will stay and will be refurbished, and we will have other parts that will be completely demolished and built up again from the ground. So it's really a mix of a brownfield and a greenfield scenario in there, in different stages over the next couple of years. And it is one of the major development projects taking place, not just in Berlin, but also in Germany and in Europe. So the role that we played in here was, or still is, that we have been working together with Siemens as our strategic partner in developing a digital twin solutions that can be developed or can be used even before the first designs have been made. So through this digital twin, they've been able to collect all the existing information, put this into a digital twin, and provide a foundation for defining the requirements for the architectural competition, and also defining all the, let's say, boundary conditions for the project, and probably define this for everybody involved in the project. So we're taking all the data that were existing, so all the 2D planning data, cadastre data, 2D floor plans, 2D planning data, everything into that digital twin, and complementing this also with reality data. So also point cloud information went into the model as well as public information from the city of Berlin that could be used as a foundation for the digital twin model as well. So then Siemens was driving analytics over that model, really determining CO2 analysis on the current city quarter and how it should be once it's built. So really defining the boundary conditions of the project, and running very early stage analysis and using digital twin as a foundation in order to perform this analysis. And then was running a design competition. This has happened already. And then again, the digital twin was used to visualize the context, in the context of the existing city, the various designs that came in to the design contest. So they were really able to look at the designs and evaluate the designs really in the context of the city as it's built now, and as it will look in the future with all the other changes happening in the surrounding. And this digital twin will now be carried on also in the construction and operations phase. So the aim of that digital twin is really to not just start very early, but also be continued and updated the entire time through its entire life cycle, basically. So it's a digital twin in its real sense. That's really from early design up into operations and maintenance. The digital twin will be adapted to the different use cases. The data will be aggregated in that form that it can be used for the different use cases in the different phases, so that the digital twin will a real digital copy of the real Siemensstadt throughout its entire life cycle.
Thank you for informing us, and it's a pleasure to having you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Bye.